Now, this is another road that will lead you to the source of River Nile. If you follow this around 3 kilometers, you will get to see the shores of River Nile, the source of River Nile. And this other road takes you back to town, and you can be able to go it to Iganga. But this one now, this is mostly accommodation areas, Airbnbs, um, and you see the white water before the hill. That's where the Lake Victoria starts narrowing down into the source of River Nile. But River Nile is up there on my right, if you can see the video, there where that car will be turning. So here I'm heading back to town. That is mm, Jinja town stage. It's a city, by the way. Jinja is a city, and these are mostly accommodation area, rich suburb. But the road, you can see, Kenyans were a bit better, because here this should be a critical road, since it leads to should be a critical road since it leads to the shores of the lake, and you know this is a tourist town because of the source of River Nile. So there is another better road that goes to the source of River Nile. Yes, I'll show you by the direction. Up there, as I go up, there is another road. This mostly also a clubbing area. I saw the night activities were good, but I didn't record because of security, especially when you're in a new town. You don't know the rules, you don't know what happens. But here you'll find it's mostly the Indian estate, rich people estate, plus good accommodation. You can see the Indian temple here, it's the Jinja City Indian temple. And even this road was named after an Indian. Yes, the road was named after an Indian. And you can see this the kind of the town, the road. So the road is called Narabai Road. So, and it's the East Road. You can see, I think it's an Indian estate mainly. So the road is called Narabai Road East. So you'll find out that it's just a very good town to spend your weekend. Very cool. It's a Sunday. It's already 7 a.m. In fact, it is 7:20. And you can see how cool it is to walk. Just walk, no jam. And then I realized this town doesn't have much cars. Yeah? A small town like Webuye may have more cars than this town. But they told me it is always jammed during Easter period. Easter, okay, holiday seasons, that is Easter and Christmas. Well, most people will be able to come here. Facilities here are cheaper when compared to Kisumu. If you have to go to the lake shores of Kisumu, facilities here are way cheaper. Because even me, you will see the hotel I slept in, a very cool one. Though I slept at the lowest rate since I was alone. I was only able to pay 40,000 Kenya. I negotiated down. They had said I pay 60,000. 60,000 roughly is 2,500 Kenya shillings. But I negotiated down to 40,000. Okay, of course the rooms are empty because it's not holiday season, so they'll take whatever you offer you have, but they couldn't go below 30. But it was a cool room, a very clean one, plain white sheets. You know the rooms, whenever you go to sleep in a room, especially lodging, go for where everything is white. You are able to see any dent of cleanness. This is another street. This is another street. And that's the 4th Street, if I'm not wrong, since I left the shores of the lake. And then, so I was saying, whenever you sleep, make sure you sleep in. You look at the sheets. You know, pure white sheets. The pure white sheets. If they are not washed even a single night, you'll be able to know. Yes, you'll be able to know. So it's a very clean room. I couldn't see dust anywhere. Yeah, like the last time I spent in Kisumu, that was the difference. But here, the services are just okay and good. So I can't say I didn't get the best of it. I did. It was the best of it. Now here, this is the back street of Jinja. This one where the car is passing, that's the back street. And the back street is the immediate second street from the main street. So this is the back street of Jinja. You can still see the activities are not, it's not active. The shops, are not, they have those big shops, but you can still see there people live there. And this is an immediate back street. People live there in a shop. So it means either the rents for the shops are still low, or the commercial activity is not too much. When the rent are still low, you can see the kind of businesses, because if you find let me say retail shop, this ile kwetu tunaitwa reja shop, in such on the main street, and in a shop of even 20 feet by 20 feet or 30 feet by 30 feet, it means that the town is still commercially still low. You can see people live here. You can see this hotel, and this is the main street. Tunaonaga kama ile yetu tunaitanga Moi Avenue, ama ile street iko na Times Towers. No, wacha na Times Towers. The one hii iko hapo past Archives and Afya Center in Nairobi. Okay, I can't compare this to Nairobi. Nairobi can only compare it to Kampala. But this one, you find this just a medium town. Yes. Now the other side the other side is also the hotel and boarding section. Across past that in Budigai is across. That's where I ought to stay yesterday because there was Saruna. But there the rooms were fully booked wherever I wanted. And it was around 120,000 per night. That's roughly 4,000 Kenya shillings. So I said, no, that is too much for a single night. So I say I ought to cross over by the help of the guy. But you see, the road also is good. Now this is the main street. I've just entered the main street. Ile street ya town ama tunaitanga highway plus serving town. So this is the main street of Jinja town. You can see the activities are still not so, it's not so busy town compared to Kisumu. Kisumu on a Sunday, it's when it's so busy because of the tourism, people going there for weekend. But here it's not that busy. Now I want to live here and live for another city, Mbale city. Uganda has 5 cities. That's Kampala, Jinja, Mbale. Mbale and Jinja are the eastern cities. Let's say it's like Nakuru and Kisumu. So from here to Mbale is 5 hours. So I'll be able to also recall that city meanwhile, but I'll be able to leave it to pay for Kenya. So, but this is the main street. You can see the activities are not that rampant. Things are just soft here. You can see this shop extends to the road. Kenya ukipatikana na hii hata Kenya nani wote watakuja. I had to stop recording the previous video because Uganda is it's more police town, and then it's a militarized town. When you see a contingent of police, two Land Cruisers, hey, you have to stop one, especially when you're a foreigner. Yeah. So I'm still walking inside the street. You can see it's big. I've walked over 500 meters. Oh no, for at least 1 kilometer far, and I'm still going. You can see the town stretching. Yes, the town is stretching. Then at least it goes further, but I think I'll have to divert on this next street because that's where the last stage is. You have to be safe when recording. So when you see a contingent of police passing by, you have to be safe. I'll be able to combine all these videos into one video, or I'll be able to do it in part 1, part 2, part 3, as long as you're able to understand the journey. This is Jinja town, so it gets smarter as you go deep into it. But you can see the buildings, the businesses, plus the government owns most buildings. So I'll be able to take Ndudu to the bus stage. Hello baba, habari yako? Yes, I was asking. Basi ya kwenda Mbale. See, with 1,000 can take me there. Huh? 2? Or I can walk. Just take me, serious. Okay. You can all see the city being big. Yes. So police position there. And here you don't do jobs. These are all four corners, you can see them. All at least on all junctions. So you're able to stop your body and you'll be able to see how the town goes. But let me take this now. We're getting away from town now. But the town is bigger. Most of the people here are Indians and Arabs. Because also have Muslims around it. So this is goodbye Jinja. I was able to record the last video. I'll be able to record the meal in Jinja in Valley. That's when I'll be able to record the meal. I'm targeted to be in Valley by 11. If I get a car that's full, I didn't travel by my car. Because now, when you travel with your car to Uganda, you're able to be in a Kenyan car. To be able to have taken anything that includes yellow vaccination, car permit, or an insurance. Okay. Yeah, that's just going. I'm taking a matatu to Harbour, so I think I'll be able to. I've just boarded, and we'll be able to go to Harbour by 11, if I'm not wrong. So it's my projection. I've just left Jinja. Behind there is Jinja roundabout, where at least you can live to Bale through Iganga. Then there is other towns there that I'm not aware. But Iganga is the next big town. It's like leaving Eldoret and entering Tarbo. Yes, if I'm not wrong. I'm trying to compare towns. Jinja should be classified next to Kisumu, but Kisumu is way bigger. Kisumu is developing almost each and every day. Uganda town, the development of the buildings is slowest. That's why you see most of people do compare it to 10 years back or 20 years back. So maybe can take you the next video, maybe we can take you to Mbale, or I'll be able to record along the way you see the town. I can't, but I'll post the videos later because I'm completely offline, of course. I didn't buy a foreign line. I didn't carry my passport, but I used the East Africa pass. Yes, that one, unaingia tu unachukua unaenda, you get back after first visit. It expires. So that is it. Yeah. Fuel here goes for 5,130 petrol. So per liter. And diesel goes for 4,700, while petrol goes for 5,130. That's in Jinja town. That's roughly 199 Kenyan shillings. So petrol here is higher compared to our town. So you can see. Maybe you won't be able to see
memory card
flash
card
that is, you can see that's the fuel price. This one is going to be taken 19 liters. That's around 90,000.